Hello YouTube, today we're going to start work on a knife. I don't know how good that shows up there, but first we do an outline and we kind of got an idea. This was cut off another knife that was being made in another project. It is kind of small for my hand, so I'm thinking about instead of here, I'm putting it here. Okay, for my thumb and my finger. You ever notice that whistle blows every time I get ready to video? It'll come down short here, but it's going to have quite a blade here, and it's all going to be a straight edge, no curve at all. Make this simple. This is stainless, probably that cheap 440 stainless or whatever. I threw it in the stove. It had a rubber handle on it, so it cooked in the stove, took it out and shoved it down in some ashes so it would cool naturally. It was actually in the stove like 2 or 3 days. I couldn't find it. I kept poking around with the poker and finally found it. But anyway, a lot of this will probably be some file work because the grinder's so wavy. So we're going to make like a half what you call like a flat grind. A flat grind to me is like a chef's knife. It starts out like this thick and comes down to the point here, you know, a real long angle. Hollow grind is where it's kind of dipped in where you can feel it. In fact, like this. I may be wrong, correct me, any of you knife people. So that's like a hollow grind, I call it. It kind of dishes in. I lost my Kershaw with the handle. I'm so upset I ordered me a new knife. It was a Walmart special a few years back. I'm sure plenty of my viewers have seen me use that Kershaw that I've used to scrape gaskets and everything. But that's what will happen in the next one I'm buying. I will use it. Almost shows up better that way. Okay, enough talking. We don't want this to be a real long video. It might end up being part 2 video. This might just be getting the blade shape. Another video will be someday of doing the handle. Because some of this I'm probably going to round it over without all that. Just too busy there. And I'm sure I can drill that because you could file it. So we're taking too long there. You can file it. See that? It's softening up the file. So we're working with it. We're going for it. Stay tuned. Okay, sorry we can't show you the grinding act. Here's how you get your curves. I use a quarter. Usually fits my thumb and everything. But that's just all freehand. That's by after I cut in, make a lot of slits with that. And then I've got a small grindstone. And this is one that I talked about before I found it at a pawn shop. They don't have that. They work really well on a lot of metals. For some reason, how smooth they act. And like various ways. Say you want to make a curve, you can take an old credit card and bend it. You're going to make your line, you know, bend it and hold it. Or have somebody help you hold it like that on a piece of metal. And then just cheap straight edge plastic ruler. And this will be done on my, you've all seen this machine, if you're sub to me. And I'm going to find the coarsest wheel I have. So I can do some really rough on there. Because this is going to be flat all the way to here. Kind of awkward here to get this in camera. Hold on, bear with me. Malfunctions with the tripod. So I may get rid of that busy bump stuff in the back. Yeah, I kind of compromised. I showed where I had this dot here and here. Once I got this one, I felt it. I wanted to use this for carving. Like I said, it's not going to be like a chef's knife. Like probably halfway up, I plan on having it like a flat grind. My own little thing, because that's pretty thick stuff. I cannot tell you how thick it is. Before we're done, I'll tell you how thick the metal is, because it is really way too thick to be working with. But it was going to be thrown away. It was scrap. It was in the garbage can. I dug it back out. So here we go. Off to work on the diamond wheel to get this curved, a nice curve to it. They call that a drop point. Like with this knife, but this is like has a belly to it. But we want the top to be, you know, similar type to those knives. So it's just gonna be for carving on wood. Let's talk more work. Okay, my long-time subscribers remember this machine with a diamond wheel. This is like 170 grit. It's very rough. But see how I'm doing that? Just like this. I mean, this camera doesn't like the sound of motors. You see that weird notch I've got going on here? I got that by doing like this, because this is going to be one straight edge. It's not going to be a curved edge. Next, I'll use those sanding drums in your Dremel rotary type kit to get that, because that's just rough ground. It's probably going to be a lot of filing. Like I said, to try to put a bevel on a knife with this, if I made a jig, might work. I've thought about it on small blades. I may do a little bit on here, but I'm going to do a lot of measuring and figure out how wide that's going to be where that tapers off. Because it's going to have to be quite a ways to get this thing sharp, because I still have not measured this, of how thick that is. So, we'll see. Stay tuned for that. Okay, real quick, we had to clean this up. It was so scummy. We just got a Dremel stone in there. Okay. Just do these curves. Then we'll take our little drum sander and a Dremel tool and fine polish it. This is the diamond wheel, if you can see that edge. And this is just done with that stone. Because this is just rough cut. In fact, this is all inside of a handle before. But starting to take shape. This is 4 millimeters thick, if I forget to tell you. So now we're off to start tapering this blade. We should have done that first. That's the part, well, I doubt I can really fail on it, but this is just done with a scrubby wheel. We've scratched it up. This is from being on that aluminum, you know, from the diamond machine, plate machine there. We thought about keeping it all one hunk of metal without putting no sides on it. We haven't decided yet. It may just be a knife like this. Just something to use. I said, it's a tool. It's not for looks, really, but it would look nice with some nice scales on it. And I'm sure I can drill that. I mean, I can file it. I've taken the hardness out by having it in the fire, so there we go. I think I'm going to leave this little squared part here, because that's going to be my edge. So there you go. It's probably going to be a couple part video. Back to work. Okay, it's a messy job, but somebody has to do it. You can't wear gloves all the time. This is the diamond wheel to rough it, and I almost ruined it. I'm telling you, you got to be careful, because I was trying to go, my wheel turns this way, I was trying to do this way, it was good, but I was trying to go over here and do like this, with it going away from me, and then I tried getting like this and go up against it, and I put a big old gouge in it, but it was the rough draft, I should say. This is mostly file to get it down there. Do not tell me the angle, do not make me tell you the angle. I guess somewhere between 15 and 20 degrees. I could be off. Sometimes I'll make a knife just the way I like it. This is going to be used for a work knife, utility knife. It's not going to have to really chop down trees and skin a bear and all that other good stuff. But we're going to call this video good. We'll have another part we put the handle on. So we might not even put like part 1. We'll probably call it like making a knife blank or something like that. There you go. Sharpie's your best friend. So you can coat that and have a set of calipers, because if you want to know if you're pretty good at doing each side, you measure it and keep on measuring. It doesn't matter what this is, it's what you like, as long as they're equal. This little trick, I took a chainsaw, bigger than a chainsaw file, and I tried putting the shape in here. You'd have to look at both sides to see the difference, but I want it to look nice to me. We'll see what your opinion is. There's that side, and there's that side kind of comes around. Of course, it all depends on I finish, and the Sharpie's not on there the same amount. And then you got that little thing to kind of go by, see where you know it's off. This will be rounded over. There you go. That's enough of that for this part of the video. So thanks for watching, and look for in the future if I put some handles on this thing, or polish it, or do whatever. Some scales, I should say. So, thanks again for watching.